Lesson 1: The Allure of Empire Waistlines.
Empire waistlines, they're trendy. Great suggestion, I'll try some on. Can you tell me more about this fashion trend?
Absolutely, John. Empire waistlines are quite popular right now. They're a style of dress or blouse that cinches just under the bust, creating a flattering, elevated silhouette.
Fascinating. I can see the appeal of that, it sounds like it would be very figure flattering. What is it about this style that makes it so trendy?
Well, the empire waist is incredibly versatile. It works well for a range of body types, helping to accentuate the bust and create the illusion of a slimmer midsection.
That makes a lot of sense. I can imagine it would be a very flattering and comfortable option, especially for those looking to downplay the waistline.
Exactly. The empire waist is also quite elegant and timeless. It has a bit of a vintage, romantic vibe to it that's very appealing.
I can see that. There's something almost regal about the empire style, isn't there? It has a very sophisticated, glamorous feel to it.
Absolutely. It's a style that evokes images of Regency-era fashion and Grecian goddesses. Very chic and refined.
I'm intrigued. Do you think it would work well for my body type? I'm curious to give it a try.
Definitely, John. I think an empire waist would look fantastic on you. It's a style that can flatter a wide range of shapes and sizes.
Excellent, I'm sold. Where would you recommend I start my search for some empire waist pieces?
Well, department stores are a great place to begin. They often have a nice selection of dresses and blouses in the empire silhouette. And don't forget to check some vintage or thrift shops as well.
Wonderful, thanks for the tips. I'm excited to experiment with this trend and see how it flatters my figure.
I have no doubt you'll pull it off beautifully, John. The empire waist is truly a timeless and versatile style.
I appreciate your vote of confidence. Can't wait to find some pieces that make me feel effortlessly chic.
I'm sure you'll find some gorgeous options. The empire waist is so elegant and feminine, I think you'll love how it looks.
Well, you've certainly piqued my interest. I'm going to make a point of trying on some empire waist styles next time I'm out shopping.
Excellent. Let me know what you end up finding. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how the empire waist suits you.
Absolutely, I'll be sure to give you a full report. Thanks again for the recommendation, I'm really looking forward to exploring this trend.
Happy to help, John. Enjoy your fashion adventures, and don't hesitate to reach out if you need any other style advice.
Will do. I appreciate you taking the time to chat about this. It's been a delightful and informative discussion.
Lesson 2: Exploring Vegetarian and Vegan Cuisine.
That's great. Do you have any vegetarian or vegan options on the menu?
Absolutely, John. We have a wonderful selection of delicious meat-free dishes. Let me tell you a bit more about our vegetarian and vegan offerings.
Wonderful, I'd love to hear about them. As someone who's been exploring more plant-based eating, I'm always on the lookout for tasty meatless options.
Well, for starters, we have a fantastic roasted vegetable lasagna that's completely vegan. It's made with layers of grilled zucchini, eggplant, and bell peppers, and a creamy cashew-based bechamel sauce.
That sounds absolutely divine. I'm a big fan of hearty, veggie-forward dishes like that. What other vegan specialties do you have?
We also offer a really flavorful black bean and sweet potato burrito, wrapped in a whole wheat tortilla. It's packed with sautéed veggies, avocado, and a zesty cilantro lime crema.
Yum, that sounds right up my alley. I love the combination of black beans and sweet potatoes. Do you have any plant-based protein-rich entrees as well?
Definitely. Our grilled tofu skewers with peanut sauce are a customer favorite. The tofu is marinated in a savory soy ginger marinade and served with a colorful array of roasted vegetables.
Excellent, that sounds like a delicious and satisfying meatless option. I'm definitely intrigued by all of these creative vegetarian and vegan choices.
I'm so glad to hear that, John. Our chef takes great pride in crafting inventive, flavorful plant-based dishes that even meat lovers can enjoy.
That's fantastic. It's wonderful to see restaurants really embracing and celebrating the diversity of vegetarian and vegan cuisine these days.
Absolutely. We believe in providing delicious, nutritious options for all dietary preferences. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'm happy to guide you through the menu.
Wonderful, thank you. I'm really looking forward to trying some of these mouth-watering vegetarian and vegan dishes. This has been extremely helpful.
I'm so glad I could provide you with an overview of our meat-free offerings, John. Please don't hesitate to let me know if there's anything else I can assist you with.
Will do, Anna. I appreciate your knowledgeable and enthusiastic recommendations. This has definitely piqued my interest in exploring more plant-based dining options.
Excellent, I'm thrilled to hear that, John. Enjoy your meal, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts on the dishes you try.
Sounds great. This has been a wonderfully informative discussion. I can't wait to dive into these creative vegetarian and vegan specialties.
Wonderful, John. I'm sure you'll be delighted by the flavors and textures. Happy dining, and let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
Will do, Anna. Thank you again for your wonderful recommendations. I'm really looking forward to this dining experience.
Lesson 3: The Thrill of Stamp Collecting.
Any rare stamps so far?
Not yet, but I'm always on the lookout. Stamp collecting is such a fascinating hobby. The search for elusive, valuable specimens is really quite thrilling.
I can imagine. There must be a real sense of excitement when you manage to track down a rare or unique stamp to add to your collection.
Absolutely. It's like going on a treasure hunt. You never know what hidden gems you might uncover in antique shops, flea markets, or even online auctions.
That's really cool. What is it about stamp collecting that you find so captivating? Is it the history and design of the stamps themselves?
Well, there are so many aspects that I find engaging. The historical significance of certain stamps, the artistry and craftsmanship, the challenge of building a comprehensive collection, it's endlessly fascinating.
Wow, I can see why it would be such an absorbing hobby. The pursuit of those rare, one-of-a-kind stamps must really get your blood pumping.
Definitely. And the thrill of the chase is only amplified by the research and knowledge that goes into it. Stamp collecting is equal parts detective work and aesthetic appreciation.
That's amazing. I can imagine that becoming a true stamp aficionado requires a lot of dedication and expertise.
Absolutely. It's a hobby that really rewards deep dives into the history and nuances of postal systems, paper production, and printing techniques over the centuries.
Fascinating. I can see how it would appeal to someone with a keen eye for detail and a love of uncovering hidden stories.
Precisely. Stamp collecting is a wonderful way to explore the intersections of art, culture, and commerce throughout human history.
I have to say, you're making a pretty compelling case for me to give stamp collecting a try. It sounds like a wonderfully immersive and rewarding hobby.
I think you'd really enjoy it, John. The thrill of the hunt and the satisfaction of building an impressive collection are truly unparalleled.
Well, you've definitely piqued my curiosity. I may just have to delve into the world of stamp collecting and see what treasures I can uncover.
I'm so excited for you, John. Let me know if you have any other questions as you get started. I'd be happy to share some tips and resources.
Wonderful, I appreciate that. This has been a delightful conversation. You've really sparked my interest in this unique and fascinating hobby.
I'm so glad to hear that, John. Stamp collecting is a passion of mine, and I always enjoy sharing it with others who are intrigued. Feel free to reach out anytime.
Absolutely, I will. Thanks again for the insightful discussion. I'm looking forward to embarking on my own stamp collecting journey.
Fantastic. I can't wait to hear about your adventures and discoveries. Happy hunting, John.
Will do, Anna. This has been a pleasure. I'll be sure to keep you posted on my stamp collecting progress.
Lesson 4: Exploring Weekend Getaway Options.
Hey, Anna, are you free for a weekend getaway this weekend? I'm looking to get out of the city for a bit.
Excellent timing, John. I was just thinking about taking a short trip myself. Let me check my calendar and see what's available.
Wonderful, I appreciate you looking into it. I'm eager to find a nice, relaxing spot to recharge for a couple of days.
Alright, let me see here. It looks like I'm clear for the entire weekend. Do you have any particular destinations in mind?
Not yet, to be honest. I was hoping you might have some recommendations for a nice, scenic spot within a few hours' drive.
Okay, let me think. What about that charming little town by the coast? I heard the views are absolutely stunning this time of year.
Ooh, the coast sounds lovely. That could be just the ticket. Do you have any details on lodging or activities there?
Let me start searching online and see if I can find some good options. There's a lovely bed and breakfast I've been meaning to check out.
Fantastic, that would be perfect. I'd love to wake up to a beautiful ocean view and some fresh sea air.
Absolutely. And I noticed they have some great hiking trails nearby too, if you're in the mood for some outdoor exploration.
Wonderful, that sounds right up my alley. I could definitely go for an invigorating hike followed by some relaxation by the water.
Excellent, I think I may have found the perfect weekend getaway spot for us then. Shall I go ahead and book a room?
Yes, please. That would be wonderful. I'm getting excited just thinking about escaping the city for a couple of days.
Great, I'll take care of the reservation. I'm sure we'll have a fantastic time, it'll be the perfect rejuvenating weekend.
I can't wait. This is exactly what I need to recharge and reset. Thank you for helping me plan this little escape.
Of course, John. I'm happy I could help you find the ideal weekend getaway. This is going to be such a lovely trip.
Absolutely. I really appreciate your thoughtful recommendations and logistical support. This is going to be wonderful.
Wonderful, I'm so glad you're excited about it. I just booked us a room at that charming bed and breakfast, so we're all set.
Excellent, this is going to be fantastic. I can't wait to get out of the city and enjoy some peace and quiet by the coast.
Me too, John. I have a good feeling this weekend trip is going to be just the reset we both need. I'm really looking forward to it.
As am I, Anna. Thank you again for all your help in planning this. I'm sure it's going to be a truly memorable experience.
Absolutely, John. I'm thrilled we're able to make this happen. It's going to be the perfect little weekend getaway.
I agree wholeheartedly. Alright, I should probably get going, but I'm eagerly counting down the days until our coastal escape.
Wonderful, me too. I'll be in touch with all the details as we get closer. Until then, have a great rest of your day, John.
You as well, Anna. I can't wait. This is going to be such a refreshing and rejuvenating trip. Talk to you soon.
Lesson 5: The Allure and Risks of Gambling Destinations.
Hey Anna, do you know what's a common feature of many popular vacation destinations?
That's an interesting question, John. If I had to guess, I'd say that a lot of these destinations contain a casino, sometimes even several casinos.
Exactly. Gambling seems to be a major reason why people are drawn to certain travel spots.
You're absolutely right. The allure of casinos and the overall gambling experience is a big part of the appeal for many tourists.
Definitely. There's something about the thrill of the games, the glitz and glamour, that can really captivate people.
Absolutely. The casino atmosphere, with all the flashing lights and the sounds of slot machines, creates a very stimulating environment.
No doubt. But of course, gambling also comes with its own set of risks and potential downsides.
Exactly. While the excitement of gambling can be a major draw, it's important to be aware of the potential for addiction and financial problems.
Precisely. Gambling can become a compulsive behavior that ends up causing serious harm to individuals and families.
Definitely. It's a fine line between entertainment and obsession when it comes to gambling in these tourist destinations.
Absolutely. Responsible gambling is key, but it's not always easy to maintain that balance, especially in places designed to encourage excess.
You make a really good point. The environment of these gambling-centric destinations can make it challenging for people to exercise restraint.
Exactly. The flashy displays, free flowing alcohol, and pressure to keep playing can create a perfect storm for problem gambling.
Definitely. It's important for tourists to be mindful of their limits and not let the allure of the casino overshadow the other enjoyable aspects of their trip.
Absolutely. Finding a healthy balance is crucial when visiting destinations that prominently feature gambling as a main attraction.
Well said, John. Moderation and self-awareness are so important when it comes to navigating the temptations of gambling while on vacation.
Definitely. It's a complex issue, but one that's worth discussing to help people make informed decisions about their travel experiences.
I agree completely. The draw of gambling can be strong, but it's important to weigh the potential risks and benefits before indulging.
Absolutely. Maintaining that sense of perspective and responsibility is key, no matter how alluring the casino floors may be.
Exactly. It's all about striking the right balance and not letting the gambling overshadow the other aspects that make a destination enjoyable.
Well said, Anna. This has been a thought provoking discussion on the nuances of gambling in popular vacation spots.
Thank you, John. It's a complex topic, but an important one to explore, especially when it comes to making the most of our travel experiences.
Completely agree. I appreciate you taking the time to delve into this issue with me. It's been a very enlightening conversation.
The pleasure was all mine, John. I always enjoy our discussions on the various facets of travel and leisure.
Likewise, Anna. This has certainly given me some valuable insights to consider for my own future travel plans.
I'm glad to hear that, John. It's important to be aware of the potential pitfalls, but also to find ways to responsibly enjoy the excitement of gambling destinations.
Well said. I'll be sure to keep those principles in mind. Thank you again for the thoughtful dialogue, it's been immensely helpful.
Wonderful, I'm so glad I could provide some useful perspective. Feel free to reach out if you have any other travel-related questions in the future.
Absolutely, I appreciate that. This has been a wonderful exchange, Anna. I look forward to our next engaging conversation.
Lesson 6, Exploring Fabric Styles for Fashion.
Say, Anna, I'm on the hunt for some new fabrics for a fashion project. Do you have any recommendations?
Absolutely, John. I'd be happy to share some insights. What kind of styles or garments are you and your wife looking to create?
Well, we're open to a variety of options, but I'm particularly intrigued by some of the more unique, textural fabrics I've been seeing lately.
Wonderful. There are so many interesting fabric choices out there these days. Let me think about what might work well for your project.
I appreciate that. The people in the back of the shop would be able to point me in the right direction, I assume?
Definitely. Our fabric specialists back there are true experts. They'd be able to show you a wide range of options and provide guidance on the best fabrics to suit your needs.
Excellent, that's just what I was hoping to hear. I'll be sure to head back and pick their brains. Any particular fabrics you'd recommend I take a look at?
Let me think. For a distinctive, tactile look, I'd suggest exploring some of our brocades, jacquards, or even some intricately patterned velvets.
Ooh, velvet, that could be really interesting. I like the idea of creating something with a bit of visual depth and luxury.
Absolutely. Velvet has such a beautiful, sumptuous feel to it. And the range of colors and weaves we have is really quite impressive.
Wonderful, that's definitely piquing my interest. I'm also curious about any unique textured linens or silks you might have.
Excellent choice. Our selection of artisanal linen and silk fabrics is truly exquisite. I think you and your wife would be captivated by the quality and craftsmanship.
Fantastic, that's exactly the kind of thing I was hoping to find. I can already imagine the elegant, yet contemporary looks we could create.
I have no doubt you'll be able to craft something truly stunning, John. With our wide array of specialty fabrics, the design possibilities are endless.
I'm really excited to explore all the options. This is going to be such a fun and rewarding fashion project.
I'm thrilled to hear that, John. Please, let me know if you need any assistance navigating our fabric selection or brainstorming design ideas.
Absolutely, I'll be sure to take you up on that. This has been an incredibly helpful discussion. I can't wait to dive in and get started.
Wonderful, I'm so glad I could provide some useful guidance. I look forward to seeing what beautiful creations you and your wife come up with using our fabrics.
Me too, Anna. This has been a delightful conversation. I appreciate you taking the time to share your expertise, it's been invaluable.
It's my pleasure, John. I always enjoy talking about the world of textiles and fashion. Let me know how your project progresses, won't you?
Definitely, I'll be sure to keep you posted. This has been a fantastic discussion, and I'm feeling inspired and ready to get started.
Excellent, I'm thrilled to hear that, John. I can't wait to see what you and your wife dream up. Have fun with the creative process.
I will, Anna. Thank you again for all your helpful insights. This has been a wonderfully engaging conversation.
You're most welcome, John. I'm so glad I could be of assistance. Enjoy your fabric shopping adventure, and don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything else.
Absolutely, I appreciate that. This has been a pleasure, Anna. I look forward to our next engaging discussion.
Lesson 7: Insider Tips for Booking the Perfect Hotel.
Hey Anna, I'm planning an upcoming trip and I was hoping you might have some hotel booking recommendations for me.
Absolutely, John. I'd be happy to share a few tips. What kind of amenities or features are you looking for in a hotel?
Well, I usually go for hotels with good reviews and amenities like free breakfast and a pool, if possible.
Excellent criteria. Those are definitely important factors to consider when booking accommodations. Let me think of a few options that might fit your preferences.
Great, I appreciate that. Proximity to the main attractions or downtown area is also something I tend to prioritize.
Good point. Location is key, especially if you want to be able to easily explore the area during your stay. Let me see what I can find.
Wonderful, thank you. I'm also curious about any insider tips you might have for getting the best deals or rates.
Ooh, great question. One trick I've learned is to be flexible with your travel dates if possible. Booking a day or two earlier or later can sometimes result in significant savings.
Ah, that's a smart strategy. I'll definitely keep that in mind as I'm looking at options. Anything else I should consider?
Absolutely. It's also worth checking if the hotel offers any discounts for booking directly through their website rather than a third-party site.
Ah, I see. That makes sense. Direct booking can sometimes come with additional perks as well.
Exactly. And don't forget to look into any loyalty programs or memberships you might have that could score you some extra deals.
Excellent point. I'm part of a few hotel reward programs, so I'll be sure to take advantage of those.
Wonderful, that's a great way to maximize your savings. Let me know if you need any other tips as you're browsing hotel options.
Will do, Anna. This has been incredibly helpful. You've given me some great strategies to consider.
I'm so glad I could provide some useful insights, John. Booking the right hotel can really make or break a trip, so it's important to do your research.
Absolutely. And having an expert like you to bounce ideas off of is invaluable. I appreciate you taking the time to share your expertise.
It's my pleasure, John. I always enjoy discussing travel tips and helping people plan memorable experiences. Feel free to reach out if you have any other questions.
I certainly will. This has been a wonderfully informative conversation, and I'm confident I can find the perfect hotel for my upcoming trip.
Excellent, I'm so pleased to hear that, John. Wishing you the best of luck with your hotel search and travel planning. Let me know how it all turns out.
I will, Anna. Thank you again for all your helpful advice. This has been a truly engaging and productive discussion.
You're most welcome, John. I'm thrilled I could provide some useful tips to make your hotel booking process a little easier. Have a wonderful trip.
I appreciate that, Anna. This has been a pleasure, as always. I look forward to our next engaging conversation.
Lesson 8: Booking the perfect accommodation near the park.
Hey Anna, I'm planning a trip to the national park next month and I'm looking for some recommendations on where to stay. Do you have any suggestions?
Absolutely, John. I'd be happy to help you find the perfect accommodations. Have you looked into booking a hotel or Airbnb near the park entrance?
That's a great idea. I prefer staying in a cabin or lodge if possible, to really immerse myself in the natural surroundings.
Wonderful, a cabin or lodge would be a fantastic option then. Let me do a quick search and see what's available in the area near the park.
Fantastic, I appreciate you looking into that for me. Proximity to the park entrance is definitely a priority, so I can easily access the hiking trails.
Understood. I'll make sure to focus on options that are conveniently located near the park. Do you have any other specific requirements in mind?
Let me think. Ideally, I'd love to find a place with some outdoor amenities like a fire pit or hot tub, if possible.
Ooh, that sounds lovely. Those extra outdoor features would really enhance the experience. Let me see what I can find that checks all those boxes.
Wonderful, that would be fantastic. And of course, I'll want to make sure the accommodations have good reviews and are well equipped.
Absolutely, reviewing the ratings and amenities is crucial. I'll be sure to vet the options thoroughly to find the perfect fit for your trip.
I appreciate you taking the time to do that research, Anna. It'll really help me narrow down the best place to stay.
My pleasure, John. Finding the right accommodations can make all the difference in how much you enjoy your national park experience.
That's a great point. I want to make sure I have a comfortable, convenient home base to come back to after a long day of exploring.
Exactly. And booking in advance is key, since the prime spots near the park tend to get snatched up quickly.
Good call. I'll be sure to reserve my cabin or lodge well beforehand to ensure availability.
Wonderful, that's a wise move. Let me know if you'd like me to go ahead and make a booking for you, or if you'd prefer to handle it yourself.
I think I'd like to take a look at the options you find first, if that's alright. I'd value your input before I make a final decision.
Absolutely, no problem at all. I'll compile a list of the best suited accommodations and send them your way. Just let me know if you need any other assistance.
Fantastic, I really appreciate your help with this, Anna. It's going to make planning this trip so much easier.
I'm happy I could be of assistance, John. Booking the right place to stay is so crucial for an enjoyable national park visit.
Completely agree. With your expertise, I'm confident I'll find the perfect home base for my upcoming adventure.
Wonderful, I'm glad I could provide you with some valuable guidance. Just let me know once you've had a chance to review the options.
Will do, Anna. This has been a wonderfully productive conversation. I'm feeling great about the next steps in planning my trip.
Excellent, I'm so pleased to hear that, John. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any other questions as you finalize your accommodations.
I appreciate that, Anna. This has been an incredibly helpful discussion, and I'm grateful for your time and insights.
It's my pleasure, John. I enjoy being able to offer recommendations that can truly enhance someone's travel experience. I look forward to hearing how your trip goes.
Absolutely, I'll be sure to keep you posted. This has been a delightful conversation, as always. I'm eager to get started on my planning.
Lesson 9: Navigating Childhood Insecurities into Adulthood.
Hey Anna, I was hoping we could chat about a topic that's been weighing on my mind lately: the insecurities that kids often face.
Absolutely, John. Childhood insecurities can be a sensitive but important issue to discuss. What aspects of it did you want to explore?
Well, I find it fascinating how many of these anxieties and self doubts can actually carry over into adult life.
That's a great point. The insecurities we develop as children can sometimes reflect deeper problems or patterns in our lives.
Exactly. And it's not always easy for people to overcome those deeply ingrained feelings, even as they grow older.
Definitely. The roots of childhood insecurities can run quite deep, manifesting in various ways throughout an individual's life.
Precisely. Things like low self esteem, fear of failure, or difficulty forming relationships, those can all trace back to issues from the formative years.
Absolutely. And I imagine it must be challenging for adults to work through those lingering feelings of inadequacy or self-consciousness.
Absolutely. It can be a real struggle, especially when those insecurities become so entrenched in one's personality and behavior.
That's a great observation. The transition from childhood to adulthood doesn't always erase those deep-seated insecurities.
Exactly. And it's not just about the individual, those issues can also impact their relationships, career, and overall well being as an adult.
You make such an important point. Unresolved childhood insecurities can have far-reaching consequences across different areas of one's life.
Definitely. That's why I think it's so crucial for people to try and address those underlying problems, rather than just letting them fester.
I agree wholeheartedly. Facing those childhood insecurities head-on, with compassion and self-awareness, can be a powerful path to personal growth.
Absolutely. It may not be easy, but the potential benefits of overcoming those deep seated issues are truly profound.
That's so true. Letting go of the baggage from our formative years can unlock so much personal freedom and fulfillment as an adult.
Definitely. And I think the more we can shine a light on this topic, the more we can help empower people to confront those insecurities.
I couldn't agree more, John. Open and thoughtful discussions like this can go a long way in destigmatizing childhood insecurities and providing a path forward.
Absolutely. This has been a really insightful conversation. I appreciate you taking the time to explore this weighty but important issue with me.
The pleasure is all mine, John. I'm grateful we could have this thought-provoking discussion about a topic that deserves more attention and understanding.
Me too, Anna. This has been incredibly valuable, and I feel reinvigorated to continue exploring ways to address my own lingering insecurities.
I'm so glad to hear that, John. Remember, the journey of self-discovery and growth is a lifelong one, but the rewards are truly transformative.
Well said. I'm eager to keep exploring this path, and I appreciate having someone like you to discuss these matters with openly.
Absolutely, John. I'm always here if you need a supportive ear or some encouragement as you navigate the complexities of childhood insecurities into adulthood.
That means a lot, Anna. This has been a wonderfully engaging and enlightening discussion. I'm grateful for your time and insight.
The gratitude is all mine, John. I'm honored to have had the opportunity to explore this meaningful topic with you. Please, don't hesitate to reach out again.
I certainly will, Anna. This has been a delightful conversation, and I look forward to our next enriching discussion.
Lesson 10: Exploring Ideal Accommodations for a Work Trip.
Morning, Anna. I'm in the process of booking accommodations for an upcoming work trip, and I could use your expertise.
Excellent, John. I'd be happy to provide some recommendations. What kind of features or amenities are you looking for in a hotel or rental?
Well, since this is a business trip, I need a place that's comfortable and convenient, not too far from the office or the main event venues.
Got it, those are all very important considerations. How about a centrally located hotel in the heart of the city? That would put you close to the key meeting spots.
That sounds ideal. Proximity to the office and event locations is crucial, as I'll be moving around a lot during this trip.
Absolutely. Being able to easily commute between your accommodations, the office, and the venues will save you a lot of time and hassle.
Exactly. And I'd also like something that has a good workspace, reliable Wi Fi, and maybe even a gym or other amenities to unwind.
Excellent criteria, John. A hotel with those kinds of business-friendly features and recreational options would be perfect for a work trip.
Wonderful. I'm also hoping to find a place with a bit more personality, rather than just a generic chain hotel.
Understood. A boutique or independent hotel would likely provide a more unique and memorable experience, while still meeting your practical needs.
Precisely. I want to feel like I'm truly experiencing the local flavor of the city, not just staying in a generic corporate environment.
I can certainly put together some options that capture that local charm and character, while also delivering on the functional requirements for your business trip.
I really appreciate that, Anna. It's going to make this booking process so much easier, having your expertise to guide me.
Happy to help, John. Selecting the right accommodations can make a big difference in how productive and enjoyable a work trip is.
Absolutely. And with your recommendations, I'm confident I'll find the perfect balance of comfort, convenience, and local flair.
Wonderful. Just let me know if you have any other specific criteria or preferences, and I'll tailor my recommendations accordingly.
Will do. This has been a tremendously helpful conversation already. I feel like I have a much clearer vision of what I'm looking for.
Excellent, I'm glad I could provide some useful guidance. Just send me the details of your upcoming trip, and I'll get to work finding the ideal hotel or rental for you.
Fantastic, I really appreciate it. This is going to make planning this business trip so much smoother.
My pleasure, John. I'm happy I could offer some valuable insights to help streamline the accommodations portion of your travel planning.
Absolutely. This discussion has been incredibly productive and informative. I'm grateful for your time and expertise.
It's been my pleasure, John. I'm always glad to lend a hand with travel planning, especially when it comes to important work trips.
Well, I certainly feel empowered and prepared, thanks to you. I look forward to seeing what options you're able to find.
Wonderful, I'm excited to put together some great recommendations for you. Just let me know if you need anything else as you finalize the details.
Will do, Anna. This has been a delightful conversation, as always. I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me.
Likewise, John. I'm happy I could be of assistance. Enjoy the rest of your day, and safe travels on your upcoming work trip.
Thank you, Anna. I'm sure I will, with your expert guidance. This has been a pleasure, and I look forward to our next discussion.
Lesson 11, Planning a Fun Summer Day at the Lake.
Hey Anna, I'm trying to plan a fun day trip to the lake this weekend. Have you been there before? What do you usually do?
Oh, I love the lake. It's such a great spot for a summer day. There's so much to do: swimming, boating, picnicking, hiking the trails. What kind of activities are you hoping to enjoy?
That sounds fun. I was thinking about packing a picnic lunch and maybe renting a paddle boat or kayak if the weather's nice.
Wonderful idea. The lake has some really beautiful scenic areas that are perfect for a picnic. And getting out on the water is such a relaxing way to spend the day.
Exactly. And if it's warm enough, I'd love to do some swimming too. Do you usually bring your swimsuit when you go?
Absolutely. The lake has a nice sandy beach area that's great for swimming. I always make sure to pack my suit and some towels.
Perfect, I'll be sure to do the same then. Is there anything else you'd recommend bringing or doing while we're there?
Let me think. Some other useful items could be sunscreen, a portable speaker for some music, and maybe a frisbee or other outdoor games.
Ooh, good call on the frisbee. That would be a fun way to get a little activity in between relaxing.
Exactly. And if you're feeling adventurous, there are some nice hiking trails around the lake that offer beautiful views.
Oh, I didn't realize there were hiking trails too. That could be a great way to work off the picnic lunch.
Definitely. The trails are well marked and not too strenuous, so they're perfect for a leisurely nature walk.
Awesome, I'll have to make sure to leave some time for that. This is sounding like it's going to be a really fun, well-rounded day.
I think so too. You've got a great plan shaping up there. Just let me know if you need any other recommendations as you finalize the details.
Will do, Anna. I really appreciate you sharing your insights, it's making the planning process so much easier.
My pleasure, John. I'm always happy to lend a hand when it comes to planning fun, summer day trips. It sounds like it's going to be a wonderful day at the lake.
I think so too. With your expert guidance, I'm confident this is going to be an amazing outing. I can't wait.
Wonderful, I'm so glad I could be helpful. I hope you have an absolute blast at the lake this weekend. Let me know how it goes.
Absolutely, I'll be sure to fill you in. This has been a delightful conversation, as always. I appreciate your time and insights.
The pleasure is all mine, John. I enjoy these sorts of planning discussions, and I'm happy I could provide some useful suggestions. Enjoy your day at the lake.
I certainly will, thanks to you. This has been a wonderful chat, and I'm looking forward to our next engaging conversation.
Lesson 12, The Essentials of Suit Tailoring.
Hey Anna, I've been meaning to get a new suit for an upcoming event, but I'm not sure where to start. Do you have any tips on getting the right fit?
Absolutely, John. The fit is so crucial when it comes to suits. Well, first you should know your size. Have you measured yourself recently?
You know, I can't actually remember the last time I measured myself for a suit. Is that something I should do before going to the tailor?
Yes, definitely. Getting your accurate measurements is the first step to ensuring a well-fitted suit. Things like your chest, waist, and inseam are important.
Ah, I see. That makes a lot of sense. I'll need to set aside some time to properly measure myself before I head to the tailor.
Definitely do that. And when you do go in, be sure to communicate your measurements clearly to the tailor. That will help them pinpoint the right size.
Okay, great advice. And once I have the measurements, what else should I keep in mind when working with the tailor?
Well, you'll also want to pay attention to the shoulders. Make sure the jacket fits snugly across the back, without any gapping.
Good point. The shoulders are a key area I'll need to focus on. Anything else I should watch out for?
Absolutely. The length of the sleeves is crucial too. They should hit at just the right spot on your wrist.
Ah, yes, the sleeve length. I can see how that could make a big difference in the overall look and feel of the suit.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to provide feedback to the tailor as they're making adjustments. An open dialogue is important.
That's a great tip. I want to make sure I'm actively engaged in the process so I end up with a suit that fits me perfectly.
Definitely. The tailor is there to guide you, but you should also feel empowered to voice your preferences and needs.
Wonderful, I'll keep all of that in mind. This is really helpful advice as I start shopping for a new suit.
I'm glad I could provide some useful tips, John. Tailoring is so important for getting that professional, polished look.
Absolutely. And with your guidance, I feel much more prepared to work closely with a tailor to achieve the perfect fit.
Excellent, I'm happy I could equip you with the right knowledge. Just let me know if you have any other questions as you go through the suit buying process.
I really appreciate that, Anna. This has been a wonderfully informative conversation. I'm feeling much more confident now.
I'm so glad to hear that, John. Tailoring can seem daunting, but with the right approach, you'll end up with a suit that makes you look and feel your best.
Definitely. I'm excited to put these tips into practice. This has been an incredibly valuable discussion, as always.
Wonderful, John. I'm happy I could share some helpful insights to guide you through purchasing your next tailored suit. Enjoy the process.
I certainly will, thanks to you. This has been a delightful conversation, and I look forward to many more like it.
Lesson 13, Gearing Up for Safe Bike Commuting.
Hey Anna, I'm thinking of starting to bike to work a few days a week. What kind of gear do you recommend I get to stay safe on the road?
That's a great idea, John. Biking to work is such a healthy and eco-friendly option. For safety, I'd definitely suggest wearing a helmet.
A helmet, got it. Should I wear one even if I'm just practicing in an empty parking lot first?
Absolutely. Even for practice, a helmet is an absolute must. Your head safety should always be the top priority.
Makes sense. I want to make sure I form good habits from the very beginning. What other gear would you recommend?
Well, reflective or brightly colored clothing is important for visibility, especially during low light conditions.
Good point. I want to make sure drivers can clearly see me, even early in the morning or at dusk.
Exactly. And consider investing in some lights for your bike, both headlights and taillights.
Lights, that's a great idea. I want to make sure I can be seen from all angles.
Definitely. Lights will help you stay visible and signal your presence to other vehicles and pedestrians.
Excellent. Anything else I should have in my safety arsenal as a new bike commuter?
Let me think. A sturdy bike lock is also a good idea, in case you need to leave your bike unattended.
Good call. I definitely don't want my ride getting stolen, especially if I'm relying on it for my daily commute.
Exactly. And you may also want to consider a bike repair kit, in case you get a flat tire or need to do some minor adjustments.
That's really smart. I'd hate to get stranded on the road. A repair kit could be a lifesaver.
Absolutely. Being prepared with the right safety gear and tools will give you peace of mind as you start biking to work.
This is all super helpful advice, Anna. I feel much more equipped to gear up and hit the road safely.
I'm so glad I could provide some useful recommendations, John. Biking can be a wonderful commuting option, as long as you prioritize your safety.
Definitely. With the right gear and precautions, I think this is going to be a great way for me to get some exercise and reduce my carbon footprint.
That's a fantastic attitude, John. I'm excited for you to embark on this new bike commuting journey. Let me know if you have any other questions along the way.
Absolutely, I really appreciate your guidance. This has been a wonderfully informative conversation, as always.
The pleasure is all mine, John. I'm happy I could help equip you with the essential safety knowledge to become a confident bike commuter.
It's been incredibly valuable, Anna. I'm feeling motivated and prepared to get out there and give this a try.
Wonderful, John. I know you're going to do great. Wishing you safe and enjoyable rides to and from work.
Thank you, Anna. This discussion has been a delight, and I look forward to many more engaging conversations like this.
Lesson 14: Achieving better sleep through routine adjustments.
Morning, Anna. I've been trying to improve my sleep quality lately. Have you made any changes to your sleeping patterns as well?
Absolutely, John. Getting quality sleep is so important, and I've been experimenting with a few things to optimize my sleep routine.
That's great to hear. What kinds of changes have you implemented? I'm always looking for new tips to get a better night's rest.
Well, one thing that's made a big difference for me is sticking to a consistent sleep schedule, even on weekends.
Ah, yes, that consistency factor is key, isn't it? I tend to let my bedtime and wake up time vary a bit too much.
Exactly. By going to bed and waking up at the same time each day, your body can better regulate its internal clock.
That makes a lot of sense. And have you noticed any other benefits from keeping a more structured sleep routine?
Definitely. I've found that I fall asleep faster and sleep more soundly when I'm not constantly shifting my schedule.
That's fantastic. Any other strategies you've tried that have helped improve your sleep quality?
Yes, I've also been really intentional about creating a relaxing pre-bed routine. Things like light stretching, reading, or meditation.
Ooh, that's a great idea. Winding down with some light activities before bed can really help the mind and body relax.
Absolutely. And avoiding screen time in that final hour before bed has made a big difference as well.
Ah, yes, the blue light from devices can really disrupt your body's natural sleep wake cycle, can't it?
Exactly. I try to put all my devices away and focus on more calming, non digital activities in that pre bedtime window.
That sounds like a wonderful approach. I'm definitely going to incorporate some of those habits into my own sleep routine.
Wonderful, John. I'm confident those adjustments will make a positive impact on the quality of your sleep.
I hope so too. This has been such a helpful conversation. I feel empowered to make some meaningful changes.
I'm so glad to hear that, John. Quality sleep is so crucial for our overall health and well being.
Absolutely. With your guidance, I'm excited to start prioritizing better sleep habits in my daily life.
Excellent, John. I'm confident these strategies will have you sleeping soundly and waking up feeling refreshed.
That's the goal. This has been a wonderfully informative discussion. I appreciate you taking the time to share your insights.
It's my pleasure, John. I'm always happy to discuss ways to improve our health and wellness. Let me know how the new sleep routine works for you.
I will, thanks again, Anna. This has been a delightful conversation, as always. I look forward to our next engaging discussion.